Yeah, I'm gonna talk about hypocrisy and how it affected most of the decisions and what leaders of America stood by. I mean, back then they like preached against slavery, and whereas they themselves owned slaves, and most of the textbooks that tackled slavery didn't actually mention all the good stuff about them, or like how hard they worked and how they like got where they are, like all the good stuff, but then it mentioned nothing about them ill-treating slaveries and slaves, and yeah, it's just a bunch of hypocrisy because they like during public statements and speeches they will talk about how people shouldn't maltreat other people, whereas they themselves owned farms full of slaves, and yeah, yep, post
I'm going to talk about colonialism in the 19th century. And to this date, back in the 19th century, colonialism was huge when there was slavery in America. The blacks would come over from around Washington, Pennsylvania, and they would come up to Upper Canada. And without them, we wouldn't have some of our communities that we have today in Upper Canada, which is around the upper river of the St. Lawrence, the upper river of the St. Lawrence River. And today we do still have colonialism, where we have people immigrating over, colonizing little areas in many modern countries like America or Canada or even in Europe. Just like the Syrian refugees today.
Okay, so today I'll be talking about about racism and how it affected us in the past and how it affects us today. So based on the article that I've read, I have came to the conclusion that racism has still remained today. Partly, I would like to, first off, I would like to agree with Glorie and Roger about racism, colonialism. Racism in the past was pretty much based on slavery. Plantations needed slaves for them to do work. However, racism was still a part. They were still considered backwards, exotic, uncivilized people. They were just considered human beings. So, racism today, we have segregation still. In the 90s, Aboriginal people in Canada were put into suburbs, which is racism, and which segregation is kind of a form of racism. They were just segregated against. Children were taken away from their houses, everything just fell apart from there. And also the Chinese railroad, they were pretty much also modern slavery, you could say. They worked on railroads for minimum wage, or lower than minimum wage, and they were promised fortune, money, and better life, but they came to get a maybe worse life than they had back in their homeland. So I guess that's a form of modern racism. And also in the U.S., even though slavery was ended around the 19s or 18s, basically they had freedom, but they didn't have the equality or tolerance that people needed to give them. They didn't have the acceptance in their communities. So until the civil rights movement of Martin Luther King, which gave them, which kind of eliminated the racism and gave them the freedom that they needed, their acceptance in the community and the environment. But today, racism is still a thing. New people or children are learning to adapt to these old ones and past mistakes, yet forgetting about some of the things that is considered racism today.
Today I'm going to be talking about slavery in many forms back in the 19th century. During the 1450s, many European countries viewed Africans as exotic, but not necessarily as minorities or the inferior. But during the 19th century, or many and many European countries had taken more slaves in the slave trades. They officially view them as backwards, stupid, and uncivilized race. In many places like North America and Europe. But
Based upon what Shuk said in racism, I'm going to talk about immigrants and how they are affected by racism. Today in Canada and America, we see many immigrants coming over from different countries where there was the third world country where there's either no health care for them, they need some attention, there's poverty in the streets, and they can't live anymore. They need a better country for their children, and they come to Canada for freedom and more acceptance, thinking that because it's such a modern day country that everybody's going to be accepting and everybody's going to welcome them in with open hands and like welcome them in. And my parents did the same and many others did the same. But when they come here, they're not welcome with those open arms. Some of them are discriminated against, and there's a lot of racism, and that's been going on for years. Even though they've been coming over for years, and they've learned that not all people are bad. Even not all people are bad, but nobody's bad. They're all equal, and the racism affects them all. And there's a lot of racism towards Muslims that come over, and there's actually racism to everybody. When they come into new communities, they aren't really in multicultural neighborhoods. They're all in one place where all the immigrants are together, and that can be a form of racism. And sometimes the communities that they live in aren't accepting or anything. That's about it. I have a question for you. How has racism affected you or anybody around you?
Well, Roger, that's a very good question. So in ninth grade, I had this friend. He was from the third world country, and he was Muslim. He came to our school, and when he came to our school, he was faced with nothing but racism. So, I tried to stay very friendly and nice to him and accept it, and I try to accept him. So, it's such a minor thing that you consider sometimes. It's such a big thing in everybody's lives, and it makes a very big change, and it affects them a lot. So, then when I started becoming friendly with him, he started to change. He started to become more accepted in the school. He started to feel welcomed, and he adapted to the new school. Because if you go to a new school and you just start getting bullied out of nowhere, you're obviously not getting the first impression of how the best countries in the world, the developed countries are. People just randomly bully you about different things, your way of clothing, your way of eating, and even your way of speaking, your accent, your whatever. You just get bullied. So that's not a good first impression. And trying to change that for the better is always good. It makes the country look better.
So that I know who's in your...
Based on your speech earlier, I have a question for you. What are some of the injustice that occurred in the past?
That's quite a good question. Well, basically, slavery actually was started by the Europeans back in the 1950s, where Europeans considered Africans as exotic but not necessarily inferior. Okay, they were seen more as stupid, backward, and as he said, as Jacob said, uncivilized. So they were maltreated, and during this maltreatment, it was seen as, it was actually rationalized, and it was actually seen as acceptable because they were seen as, I don't know, stupid, backward, and uncivilized. They were uneducated, and they were thought to be, less superior than the other race. So that's like one of the maltreatment that the good lies my teachers told me points out.
Let me ask you this question. What are the forms of slavery that still exist in today's society?
There are many forms of slavery that still exist today, mostly in third world countries that are in places that have sweatshops, which are like kind of like factories where kids work, and which is child labor, and they make about $295 a month, which is about what some people working full time make here a day, which is not much when they want to feed themselves or if they want to buy clothes for themselves. So they're technically enslaved and treated as they were nothing and they don't make enough money. And then there's also slavery as sex slave, where there's women that get captured or kidnapped, or even men that get kidnapped and they're sold on the black market to people that keep them or prostitute them or and use them and act as a pimp. And they make money and they give it to the pimp. And those are just some types of slavery that we have today.